Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Straw Hat Central here, bringing you episode 2 of the series Learning Guilty Gear and Learning Chip. The series where we talk about my process and development as a new player learning the game to help other new players get into the game as well. Today, we'll be talking about getting acclimated to the game and having your first few matches. In addition to that, we'll be talking about the first combo that I learned and why that was the case. I also think it's super important for us to talk about the right mentality to have when learning the game. When you're in an environment where everyone seems like they're better than you from playing longer and having more experience, to have the right mentality to ensure that you're learning in these situations, in these matches with these people. If you're enjoying the series, please leave a like and go through the playlist to see the other videos to see if it's anything you're missing as well. Alright, yo, so check me out. When I'm first getting into a fighting game or learning a new fighting game like Guilty Gear, Street Fighter, or anything, the first thing that I want to go into is the combo mode. The combo mode allows me to see what my character is capable of. Not only like crazy combos, but sometimes just the special moves. And also, if a character has a gimmick or system that allows that character to be different or unique, the combo mode is where they explain it and tell you how to do it or utilize it as well. It's really helpful for me to do this on the front end because it allows me to at least know what my character is capable of going into it. So I won't go an entire time with my character having this tool or asset that I just had no idea knowing like about at all. It's not about actually being able to do it yet, but just knowing that they have it. So when you're going through the combo mode, relax. Like you don't have to remember all the moves off rip. You don't have to bang your head on the wall and try to remember everything, have it memorized, down packed, and you need to be able to use all of it immediately. No, fuck all of that. The only thing you have to do is remember the moves that are cool to you. Your goal is to find the cool shit. Like when new players are talking to fighting game veterans, they mystify it. They make it seem like it's so amazing and crazy. But when you're starting, literally all you need is the shit you think is cool, the shit that you like to see because it looks cool on screen or it feels good to land because you like it. That's it, honestly. It doesn't feel like a chore or homework to remember the move that you like to do. And that's what you just have to do. Just remember the move that you like. The moves that stand out to you, you're going to want to know how to do. And that's it. The ones that you don't need right now because you're just doing what you like. Look, I know I sound like a tape recorder right now. You like, I get it, you like it, but stick with me. It's important. Like, it's going to be a theme with like all of this shit. I promise you. So for me, with Chip and Guilty Gear, the cool shit to me was Alpha Blade and the teleports. So all I wanted to do was Alpha Blade all day and do teleports. I was the guy that did like Alpha Blades against the computer, and then I would pause it and take a screenshot and look at it because I thought that shit was that cool. I feel like such a nerd. But here's a screenshot of me playing the computer, and I like Soul did a Fafnir, and I did an Alpha Blade right over the top of it, and I took a screenshot because I just thought that shit was just, that was it. Once you've gone through all the special moves, like it's okay to do some of the actual combos just to give you a feel of how the character's moves go together. But once you've gotten to a point where you can't do anymore or you get stuck, it's okay to just stop. Just stop. But guess what? After you finish the combo trial, it's time to go online.
And now finally!
You like, wait, Straw Hat, are you really about to make my noob ass get online right now? Yes. Look, I did it as a new ass player, and I'm perfectly fine now. You can do it and be alright too. The biggest thing that most people don't realize about fighting games is that a lot of the battle is really dealing with your own anxiety rather than dealing, oh my god. People are too worried about how other people are going to see them because they're bad. Are people going to talk about them? Yo, at the end of the day, you have to play. It's the only way you'll get better. It's the only way you'll learn anything. It's the only way you make any progress. So the biggest battle that most people have to get over is just their own anxiety. If that player is you, I just want you to understand that is normal and it's okay. But if you want to play this game or any fighting game, then you just have to do it. And it'll get easier as you do it. But just understand that you're not by yourself and it's normal, even amongst the pros. If you're a person that doesn't have access to the internet at the moment, or you just really don't feel comfortable about confronting this anxiety, or just you're not ready for whatever reason, it's okay. You can do this next part against a computer as well. And it won't make a huge difference in terms of what the purpose of it is, but you may miss out on other benefits that I'll talk about later. As a new player in these matches against players or computers, you may struggle to do anything. You may struggle to block, you may struggle to jump, or just move around. But it's okay. The whole point of these matches is just to get you used to moving around and being in the game, and trying to pull off those special moves, not the combos, but the special moves that were intriguing and cool to you in combo mode while someone is trying to move around and kick your teeth in. The goal of this is to get you used to the commands for those special moves that you like, pulling them off execution wise, and being able to do them without thinking, as it becomes muscle memory for you doing it, just moving around and just dealing with it. And there's no pressure at all if you're going against a computer or even another person, because at the end of a round or during a round against a computer, you could pause the game and simply look at the move if you forgot the inputs for it. Cool. So once you've had your fun, having your matches, slapping your buttons, and pulling off your special moves that you like, it's time for you to add some more. It's time for you to go back into the lab and go back into combo mode. So once you go back in, you have a few options, right? You can go back through the special moves and find some more to add to your repertoire that you like, or you can go into the combos and try to redo the combos that you already finished and go into more of the combos that you couldn't finish or complete yet. Here, your goal is going to be the same as last time, to find the cool combos and the cool special moves that actually catch your attention. Do not stress yourself out trying to remember each individual combo string that they show you, because you would drive yourself crazy. Only go with the ones that speak to you and your current ability level, and the ones that you actually want to do and perform on other people. For me, it was Chip's basic combo 7. That was the first combo that I intentionally went to learn with the purpose of using on people. And it was the first combo that I wanted to get down because I thought it was cool. It had everything that I was looking for when it came to using Chip, and what I wanted to learn with him when it came to juggling my opponent in the air and then sending them off in the air with a punch. Once you have the combo that you like and you've practiced it and you feel like you have it down enough to at least do it sometimes, it's time to go back online. The difference is when you're doing the matches this time around, rather than just moving around and trying to pull off the special moves, your goal or your mission is to pull off that combo that you like so much. Your goal is to land that combo no matter what. So here's where the mentality comes in. As a new player, you are going to lose a lot, and it is okay. You need to understand that and get that in your head early, that you are going to lose and it is okay. You are new. The other players can probably tell that you're new. Honestly, no one expects you to win. The expectation is not there. You're going to be all right. It's easy to say that and not get salty, but it's hard to stay motivated when you're getting your ass kicked. And this brings us back to having a goal and having stuff that you like. Your goal is to hit this person, this player that is leagues better than you, with the thing that you like. And while it's going to take all your effort to land that thing, or you're going to get blown up and stopped a lot, the one time that you finally do get it, despite getting your ass blown up so many times, it's going to feel really good, because you hit this player that's so much better than you with something that you wanted to and that you intentionally did. So I'll have a training session or training room up where there's no rounds, and a person would just wail on me and just take round after round after round. But the one time that I landed what I wanted to do to them, it felt so good. So basically, the moral of it, or the goal of it, is think of it as a game within a game, or the meta game. And I want to say, or the mission. And don't underestimate the satisfaction that comes from winning the mission or accomplishing the mission. While we all do love winning, sometimes it's not in the cards when you're first learning the game. But it's okay. We can have fun by doing these other things. So they can have the round, they can have the match. But they're so much better than you, and you still hit them with the shit that you wanted to do. That's that the thing that your goal or your mission in during these matches can be anything, depending on your skill level. It can be a long ass anime combo string, a 2-hit combo string, a simple grab, or anything. Having a mission will guarantee that you learn, even if you're getting your ass whooped, because of the fact that you're trying so hard just to get that thing. In my mission to land basic combo 7 with Chip, I learned something that was already told to me in the combo mode, but I didn't pay any attention at the time, or it just went right over my head, was the fact that my combo, or that combo, was only available to on counter hit. So before this point in time, I didn't see what was all of the fuss and all of the hype around counter hits. Where I didn't care why a counter popped up on the screen, but in trying to do this basic combo, there was times where I would land it and I would do everything right, everything the way I usually do, but for some reason the move would not connect. And what I realized from trying it on so many times and so many people was that, oh, counter hit. It only works when I'm on counter hit. Duh. And that's simply how I learned about the importance of counter hit in Guilty Gear. And when you're on your mission, you're going to learn and discover so many things to help you accomplish that mission the same way that I did. When I had my aha moment about the counter hit in basic combo 7, it felt so good to finally start landing that combo consistently on everyone that I actually got it on. And it felt so good to know that, wow, it was really this one thing that was stopping me from getting it. And it's going to be like that with so many other things. It's also just enjoying the process. While trying to accomplish the mission, you want to pay extra attention or focus on how your opponent is stopping you from completing your mission. And while you're doing that, you're going to find out about things that have nothing to do with the mission at all. You're going to learn things based on the tactics of that player that you're dealing with. So the first thing that I vividly remember learning in my first session of Guilty Gear, after messing around with the buttons and the special moves, was I was trying to land Chip's basic combo 7, and what continued to happen to me was my opponent was grabbing me as I approached them. As I came up to their body on the ground, they would grab me, and I had no idea what was happening. I was like, how is he doing this? Why is he doing this? Why is this working? And even though this wasn't related to my mission, what I did was, when he did the same thing, when he would run up to me, I would just try to grab him instead. And sometimes it will work. At the time, I didn't fully understand it, but I saw it happening, and I tried to do it to him, and it worked as well. And going from there, later on, I went back into the game, and it explained to me why. On top of that, when trying to complete your mission, if something your opponent is doing is stopping you and is really hard to deal with, and you don't understand what's going on, it's okay to ask them, hey, what is happening in this situation? You're a new player, and the worst thing that they can do is just say no, or just don't answer you. So it's fine. So actually, in some of my sets, I simply just ask the person, like, hey, you did this to me. How? What can I do about that? How do I avoid that? And there's no money on the line. This isn't Evo. This isn't Combo Breaker. They have nothing to lose. There's nothing on the line. If anything, them telling me will make the game more interesting for them. So as a new player, don't be scared to ask questions. People aren't going to bite. It's okay. That's how you learn faster rather than trying to figure it out yourself. If the game didn't explain to me how to do it, I'm sure I could have got it from the people around me. To bring it all full circle, I see fighting games as a cycle of finding things that you like and stuff that you think is cool, learning to incorporate that into your game or your mission, and then going back and finding new things that you find as cool or awesome to you. This cycle applies at the highest level of play, even to the pros. And I say that because the only difference here is that for pros and any player in general, as you get more in depth with the game and play the game more, the things that you find cool becomes different and begin to change. You're not really looking for aesthetic anymore. You're now looking for things that are going to make your job or your gameplay easier for you to win. Now it shifts from you just looking at stuff that is aesthetically cool to stuff that's going to help you win. So pro players, they look for the things and they enjoy the things that help them win. They go into and add the techniques and combos to their cycle that's going to help them win. And it's the same thing that you do at the beginning and earliest level of play. It's just what you consider awesome is dependent on, your depth in the game. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section below. While I don't know the answer to everything, I can reach out to some people that do. So please continue to support me in the series and share if you like it. So have a good one. Enjoy Guilty Gear and peace out.